Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting in another episode of the Whatever Report, which is going to be very whatever. um, so last night I was like, all right, I'm going to go on and do my con haul tonight because that'll take some time and I want to have plenty of time to talk about other stuff on the Whatever Report tomorrow night. And so I'll get that out of the way and then I'll do the Whatever Report. And I was sitting here a while ago and I was like, I don't have any subjects for the Whatever Report. So there you go. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about, which is not unusual for me. So let's see who's in the chat. We got Cogman Andy says he's painting while listening. Let's go. Where? I could use a clue. Ghost Junk, what is happening, my friend? Thank you for hanging out. Unruly is in the house and he's speaking poetry and something, quoting a walrus. I'm not even... I feel like I've heard that before, but I cannot place where that is from, my friend. So, yeah, maybe you'll have to give me a heads up because I'm not smart enough to, remember these things. So, Station GTK, what is going on? Welcome. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate anybody that hangs out with me. So, because, like I said, this is not unusual for me not to know what the heck I'm talking about. So, it's a Sunday evening. I had a nice time at the con. I'll talk about that briefly. I won't go through like all the stuff, but it was nice just to be out about. It was a good time. I mean, it was probably it was easily in terms of just guests and artists and that kind of stuff. The least attended from that side of things. PlanetCon I've been to. The crowd on Friday was pretty sparse, even for a Friday. But Saturday, I think it was about normal. So that was nice. There you go. Alice. You haven't missed anything, Deep House, and you might not miss anything if you've had them coming off. So there you go. I do have a few things to mention and bring up. I got a busy week coming up. It was fun. I did have a blast hanging out with my guys, Dave Mayers and Burke family. Burke Nasty, Forever Nasty, and D-Rook Comics, who drove all the way down for a day from Minnesota, which is just awesome and amazing. And at some point, I need to return that favor and head up there and hang out with him. I kind of wish I'd been able to organize a dog sitter so I could have went to dinner with those guys or whatever last night, but just didn't happen. So, but it was a blast. Getting to hang out with them again, wandering around. Most of us had no agenda. George got one sketch done. That was his whole goal. And then he looked for some other stuff. And I had like the Timothy Zahn stuff and a couple sketches. And that was my whole agenda. And Burke had an agenda. He was like going places. He had panels he wanted to see and interviews he wanted to conduct and stuff. But, the rest of us just kind of wandered and enjoyed it. Enjoyed being together, but enjoyed being out. Like 6.5 hours. So, yeah, it's a long way. He drove most of the way, was Friday night, got up, finished it Saturday morning, and then stayed Saturday night and drove back today. So, yeah. But still, Daymers is like, I want to say he's 3.5. Say probably 3.5 for Adam coming up. It's like an hour and a half for me. And I was doing the commute every day. So there you go. But it was fun. I had a really good time. Got some cool art. Got a few books, nothing major. But it was a good time. So checked off a couple books technically off the 30. One thanks to the AOK from Dave Mayers and one just that I grabbed. There you go. Louis, what is happening, my friend? So I got that stuff going on. Things I got coming up. Tomorrow night, the final event of the Comigories Olympics. We will be doing the decathlon. We got the boy Matt, the boy who had 7. We got DS Comics. We got Jimmy, the Geek Aficionado. And as usual, I always forget one person, and John is not in here to remind me who the 4th person is. So, wow. I know, Kat, I'm blanking. How do I always do this? I always forget one name. Oh, the Noah. So I wondered if they've just been like playing that and we're going to leak it anyway. But yeah, Sony's probably been wanting to leak it. Somebody at Sony's like, we can't do that, Kevin. We got to leak that thing. But so interesting. If that was always the plan and he was just playing, I kind of don't want to see it. I'll be honest. The No Way Home trailer, just because I feel like it's going to spoil stuff as much as it's like as weird as this is going to be. So, hey, House of the End. But anyway, so we got Common tomorrow night. The decathlon, 10 rounds. These guys are going 10 rounds, head to head to head to head. All 4 of them are playing all 10 rounds. One champion take all. It looks unfinished. Oh, well, then I really don't want to see it. So that's going on tomorrow night. On Tuesday night, I will be back. Indie show going. I don't have many of these. I actually only have one more of these currently scheduled. We'll talk about that in a second. We're talking Fables, issues, volumes 18 and 19. So we're getting close to the end. We may try to wrap this up over the next couple of weeks. So it may be indie show heavy, Fables heavy on the indie show coming up for the next couple of weeks as we try to like crank through the end of this thing. We all have all through the end. And I kind of just want to read it at this point. I've gotten this far. I want to read. I want to know how it wraps up. So that's on Tuesday night. We're doing 18 and 19. We'll have 20, 21, and 22 left. So we may try to crank through that for a while. On Thursday night, Gotham City Chronicles is back finally on Comic Books NYC's channel. We're talking Batman Year One. We had to reschedule this once. We had stuff come up. So we got that going Thursday night. And then technically, I don't have anything scheduled after that, other than like my regular Sunday weekend stuff. Working on scheduling those last 2 rounds of Fables. Obviously, I got Invincible going, but I was going to start Die actually this week because we had to bump Fables from last week to this week. I was going to start Die, but one of the people on that can't really do it until like late September. I was going to start... we were going to have a Usagi round. That got bumped to late September. So right now, it's just Fables and Invincible. It's the only things I have actually ongoing that are active. I have some things that are about to, like Monsters is about to drop a new volume, and some other stuff's going to be coming out soon. So I am thinking I'm going to go on and maybe preemptively, I'm going to try to schedule Fables and wrap that up. Obviously, I'll try to get an Invincible scheduled, but I am thinking about going ahead and starting this a little sooner than I was originally going to. Lock and Key. This is the version I got, or their holiday or something 6-pack with all 6 volumes. I have not opened, obviously, out of the cellophane yet. But I don't have anyone lined out to talk with me about Lock and Key. So obviously people may have to get it, that kind of thing. So I'm looking for people either that are interested, that have not read Lock and Key, like to have at least one other newbie who hasn't read it, or people that love that series to come hang out with Lock and Key. So if you're interested, hit me up on IG, and maybe we can bring you on and talk a little Lock and Key. So sorry, a little message pop up. But yeah, so hopefully I can get that started, and then we'll have Die going, we'll have Lock and Key going, we'll have Invincible going, maybe we'll have Fables wrapped up. We still got Usagi, but that's just a whenever. I don't even try to schedule that hardly anymore. I don't count that as part of my weekly schedule. I just fit that in if it fits. But yeah, those are some of the stuff I have coming up right now. So right now, the only things I actually have ongoing, both have Unruly on them. So keeping Unruly busy. But yeah, so if anybody has not read this or is interested, I'm looking forward to getting this started maybe. So Lock and Key Volume 1 at some point. And obviously there's only 6 main volumes of the main series, which is what we'll read. So let me know if you have any interest in that. Obviously we're going to be over on Big Will's channel tonight playing D&D here in just an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up about 6:30 and then go hang out over there for the rest of the evening. He's like, it's all they just, I mean, it's kind of turning into that. Yes. You unreally is a YouTube to say, I am keeping you on. You've appeared on my channel between Fables, Invincible, and weren't you on? You were on something else too the first round, right? What was the other one you were on? I forget now, but I know you've been on one of my other indie shows too, right? I can't remember. Reborn. There it is. Yeah. So I think you've appeared more on my channel at this point than you have on your own channel. So it's probably not quite true yet, but by the time we get through Invincible, it might be. So oh, Wicked and Divine. So yeah, maybe you have already appeared. That's right. You have already appeared more on my channel than you have on your own. Oh, I can show this. Yeah, this is another one of my. I have a bunch of these that are left over from when I was collecting Funkos that came in the Funko boxes, like the little Star Wars stuff, like Star Wars Funko boxes. So this is the Rogue One. It came with. I think I've actually sold both of the pops that came with that one. I still have the T-shirt. I need to update my T-shirt game. I'll be perfectly honest. At this point, my T-shirts are kind of like I've worn these for the last couple of years. I need to like start replacing some of my, especially my nerd T-shirts. I don't have, I haven't gotten any new ones for a while. I need to do that. But yeah, so I was rocking this Funko Star Wars Rebels, not Rebels, Rogue One, sorry, T-shirt. So, but hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us. I am completely rambling tonight, even more so than normal. I'm surprised John isn't in here making fun of me. But yeah, so other things going on. Like I have some books. Obviously, I had sent to Jimmy a while ago. He's still working through those to get them to CGC. I did go, like, I've been debating on things. So yeah, I did check off a couple books off my list. I didn't mark them last night during the show, but I did. Thanks to Daymare, I now have a Golden Age Wonder Woman. Obviously, that's one I can refill multiple times, but off my 30. And then I did get ASM 265 checked off. So kind of one of the smaller books. So I did get a little bit accomplished book-wise at PlanetCon, but Jimmy is the man. Well, I hope so. I hope so. I hope he turns me around makes me underestimate what I think those books are. I don't know. There's a couple of them I don't think he can do anything for. I think they are what they are. But but yeah, I know he'll do good work, so that's all that matters, and he'll maximize what he's given. So that's all that matters. So there you go. Anything else? I'm trying to think if I've even been reading anything lately that I could talk about. Not really. I'm kind of been caught up. Well, I'm not. Like, I am not caught up. I'll be honest. Like, I still have a huge stack. Let me move stuff out of the way here. Like, I still have a huge reading stack. This is still my reading stack. So I'm behind on now. I will say, like, at the top, these are all like free comic book day stuff I haven't read. There's John rolling in here, and the rest of this is just stuff that's just backed up. Some series that I've just kind of like, yeah, a couple of them I've ended. Stop collecting and that kind of stuff that are back in there, and it's just like that I didn't even finish that I need to get put away. I kind of shifted today. I went on and did the saga of my LCS. We'll get into that for a second. Johnny. So this guy's channel tomorrow night, Comigories, the Decathlon. Who's the fourth one, John? DS, Matt the Boy at 7, Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I'm blanking on who. I always forget well, not the last one, but the fourth person. I can never remember. Big Will, what's going on? I can always only remember 3 of the guests. I don't know why my brain doesn't work. There you go, way behind. Oh, the NFT books? Yeah, like I might talk about that for a minute. I found it kind of interesting. Mr. Comics 89. Where's Mr. Comics 89? Did I miss him come in here? Oh, that's their other guest. Gosh dang it. And I was like, I would ask you the question. I'm telling you, my brain is not working. My brain is not working. Epic is talking about the NFT. So Marvel started dropping their NFTs, like their non-fungible token versions of their comic books. They dropped Marvel #1, which was the first one, and then they dropped Fantastic Four #1 and Journey into Mystery 85. Still people I've been following have been hype on this. Seems to work. And so I found it interesting. I tried to get Friday morning. I was around. I hadn't left to go to the con yet, and I was like, all right, I'll just see if I can get. I only managed to snag one, like one copy, because there were like all these variants and stuff. So I did grab a couple of them. Then I waited on the other two after the fact. They got them for less than the sale price to get a random one, and I just got the things. I don't know if they're going to be worth. I don't know what's going to go with that. I just thought was interesting to try, so I bought those 3. I spent like $15 total. We'll see. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know enough about those NFTs. So honestly, like, if I pull this up, I think it's kind of cool because you can read the book. So yeah, so I just got the generic ones of all 3 of them. I don't know how many of these I'll do. I don't know if I'll do very much of them. You can read the book. It's the only way I'll ever own a copy of any of those books. I saw the next drop. It's like some modern stuff, but like it's pretty easy to get like regularly, and I probably won't do those. I don't know. I just thought I would try. These are the first ones. See what happens. It was $15. So now technically they're like $7 if you buy them at release, but I got the other 2 for $4 and $4 a piece after the sale. So I don't know that I'll do very many. I just thought, what the hell? So hey, Michael, what is happening? So yeah. But so anyway, that's I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't remember what else I was going to talk about. I talked briefly about the con. I did my whole haul video last night, so you guys can go back and see everything up close if you want to. But yeah, we're going to be playing Comic Gories tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that. And then we're probably going to be on hiatus for a little bit because John's schedule and everything else was just fine. My schedule's been kind of crap lately too. I've been feeling pretty burnt on just everything. So yeah, this is true. So it may not be like, it may not be worth it. I don't know that, like, I'm not going all in. That's for sure. I dipped the toe. I wanted to see what it was about, and I got those 3, and then I may never buy another one. I don't know. If they drop like AF-15, I might try to get one of those, but yeah, I don't know. So no reading picks this week because I'm still doing the Midtown pre-orders. Oh, I was going to talk about comic shop thing. So still doing the Midtown pre-orders. Not pre-orders, pull list. Now I actually did do a Midtown pre-order for October, which I'll talk about in a second. But like, so August and September, because of timing and everything, I ended up just doing their pull list, and they send me every 2 weeks. So I got books last weekend. I usually get them on Friday or Saturday, the Wednesday after the second week comes out. So I have this week's books. Next week's books will come like next Saturday. So that'll be the first time I get those. So, and I'd already read, I don't know if I'd read them though by the time we talked. the time I did this show last week. But I've read through everything I got from that previous pull. They're all still sitting here. I haven't put them away yet. So that's a free comic book day book. I had free comic book day books on top here. Yeah, I think I talked about all these. I read Captain Marvel and Detective and Batman. Yeah, because I talked about how I was disappointed in the finale. So I already talked about all those last week. There you go. Be smarter than me then. That wouldn't take much. So modern devices frighten me. I'll be honest, I don't understand what I'm doing there. I just decided to dabble. It was kind of, kind of fun. And I am all over the place tonight for sure, even more so than normal, I think. That's what happens when you have zero agenda. Good job, mind blown. So yeah, those, like I said, I'm definitely not going all in. I wasn't going to try I tried the one to see if I would get one of the rare versions. When I didn't, the other two I wasn't around when it dropped. And the one I dropped, it dropped, they were gone in like 2 minutes. And I only snagged the one version, which is all I was, I thought about trying to grab two, and I was like, that'll work. Do I have a preference on bags and boards? I haven't bought any for a while. I really did like the Max Lights that Bueller was kind of pumping. I like those better than your typical BCW or Ultra Pro, just regular bags and boards. And they were pretty cheap, but they have been basically way behind on having any for a long time. So I haven't bought any of those for a while. My comic shop was sending me bags and boards, or used to sell me bags and boards, so I didn't really worry. So I haven't had to buy any for a long time. And then Midtown's sending me bags and boards, so I'm just kind of making do with those. But anything nice, I put into Max Lights. I put into Mylar. Anything that's got value or that's really nice, like this is already everything I picked up in the con back there, and then the sketch covers are already back in Mylar. So yeah, I don't have I'm not beholden to any particular one. I have not. I've wanted to. I wanted to watch that Unruly. I've never started it. I need to. But comic shop. So yeah, Midtown. I've been doing they come every 2 weeks. So that's the way I'm going to get them through August and September. Today I went on and pre-ordered my October order so I could save a little money. Yeah, I know the prices on bags and boards have went way up. So people have stopped. Hey, Planet Arizona, what's going on? Oh, big purchase and nervous purchase. John's only a couple years away from that. I just had to just twist the knife a little bit, John. Sorry. So what'd you think? Did you enjoy it? I'm curious. That was one I always kind of wanted to watch, and I haven't done that yet. If you've read the book, you'll appreciate it. So hopefully it's way better than the movie was. Yeah. Cool. I'll have to start watching that at some point. I'm behind on several things I need to watch. Only thing I've been watching consistently right now has been the Marvel stuff and Ted Lasso, but I haven't even watched this week's episode of Ted Lasso. My original plan was going to wait till the season was over and binge Ted Lasso, because I usually, once I start, I don't want to stop. I did that with the first 4 episodes. And then now I'm caught up, except for the one from Friday, and I'll probably wait and at least be able to watch 2. That's the way I think I'm going to do it. So yeah, I'm still doing the Midtown thing. I did talk to the guy. He had a booth that's supposedly opening a shop near me. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm not sure what I think. I think he's going to have some better back issues, but I wasn't really impressed with the setup at the con. It wasn't very organized. It wasn't organized at all. It kind of was I'm not too worried about subscriptions and that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, so I may just end up sticking with Midtown for subscriptions and that'll just be a shop I stop at whenever I want to go stop and look for other stuff. So, Carly just trying to say hello. I haven't seen that. Now, if you look at like old school, like some of the old school direct edition stuff, like really old, like when they first started doing direct edition, has like the slash across the barcode. This is directed, yeah. Before they started putting like the Marvel label on it. If you're talking about something like really like late 70s, I don't think by the 80s they'd stopped doing that, but you'll see some books that'll have that slash across it. But I've never seen a retailer do that. I wouldn't buy any book that they'd done that to. And that's just dumb. They're killing their own value. You know, who's going to buy those? That's weird. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but that was fun. That was fun. All right, what do we got? I still technically got like 15 minutes. Weird. Yeah, I would just not buy anything from them. And I would tell them, like, you're just ruining the value of the book. That book is like, yeah, who's going to want to buy it from you after you've done that? That's nuts. Even the dollar book, I wouldn't, like, yeah, I would be, no. Carlina's seen that before. Wow. That's weird. It still is like marker on a book. Some people are strange creatures. Yeah. Well, then really on this one. But yeah, getting back to so I don't know what I'm going to do long term yet for the comic shop. We'll see. Once it gets open, I'll talk to him some more and see where we're at. But I may be doing Midtown for a while, so we'll see. Or something else if I can find a better deal. I don't know. The discount on the previews was pre-orders was pretty good, so I did finally do that for October. Although I got too many books. I looked at November and the list of books I want is way longer. I've been trying to get myself to 20. Which September I actually am at 20. August I was at 21. October I just did as 23, which I'm like, ugh. But like I went through the list of November and I was like at 27. I was like, oh no. Part of the problem is freaking everything had an annual in November, which I am not buying those. I just had to cut those off. That's still 27 though. Stupid ASM going to 3 issues a month is killing me. And then there was a couple of things that had multiple covers. I was like, and then, yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, what a dummy. I have been. So here's the deal. Because it's summertime and it's light a lot longer and it's hot, the dog has basically decided he wants to go for his evening walk, which usually is like 20, 30 minutes later than we used to. So I'm trying to fit it in now between this and D&D. So I wasn't leaving myself enough time before for him to actually go for a real walk. So yeah, I'm taking him. So that's why I'm doing 6:45 to 7:30, and then I'm taking him out, and then I'll be back just in time for D&D. So that's why the time change. It'll probably, I'd like to shift it back, but I don't know. The old man, poor old dog, he'll probably come in here in a minute being like, hey, it's time to go. So he's doing okay, but yeah, he's definitely getting up there. So, but he's very set in his ways, and he's decided this is his way now. So anyway, yeah, I can do that. Probably not. What's going on, Bronze Age nerd? I'm just rambling and literally hanging out on a Sunday night, rambling about whatever. Got to work around the bosses again. So yeah, he is the boss. He's a good dog, but yeah. So we'll do a real quick recap. I might even cut out of this a little early, because yeah, I don't necessarily have. Oh, what if second episode. I was going to talk about that. I won't even do the spoiler thing because I'm not going to talk spoilers. Well, I guess I probably should because I will talk spoilers. So I really enjoyed What If episode 1. Where is I'm on the wrong thing. The banners. Movie spoilers. Let's look at that. What if spoilers? Save. Scroll. There we go. So it's been so long. The Wednesday thing, I will say I'm not a big fan of the Wednesday release. I like the Friday release because then I could come home and watch it Friday evening. Wednesdays are a little tougher sometimes. Later, Louie. Later. Animation on whatever is pretty solid. Yes, I think the animation is solid. I think the storytelling has really been good. I really enjoyed the first one, the Captain America. I know some people didn't enjoy it as much because they felt like it was just kind of I do think they stuck a little too closely to the argument that they stuck too closely to the plot line of First Avenger and just tried to squeeze it in. I kind of agree with, but I think it worked for what they were doing. Overall, yes, I think so. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I find that hard to see, but maybe. I did a whole breakdown of the con last night collectible, but it's all still behind me. So yeah, I went through everything in detail last night, but I got 3 sketch covers plus 2 other little art pieces there. I got a couple books that were A-OKs from Daymare's Wonder Woman 83, Golden Age Wonder Woman, Descender #1. And then I only picked up 4 books for myself. Spider-Man 265, first Silver Sable. Secret War 7, first appearance of Julia Carpenter, Spider-Woman. And then a couple of Star Wars books that I technically already have copies of that I just picked up the second ones that in case they do something with High Republic that I could flip. So there you go. I did not. I think D-Rock made DGC one of his books. So Carlito, episode 2 was great. Episode 1 was meh. I really enjoyed episode 1. I was a little meh on episode 2. And my meh comes down to Thanos. So this is why I'm saying spoilers. You want to say that T'Challa talked him out of it. Okay. All right. You got to give me something. Like, to how he did it. Like, you got to give me more than what they gave me. And then why is he suddenly weak? Like, the Black Order was whooping him? Like, wait, like, is he a different character? Like, I don't know. Him and Nebula calling T'Challa Cha-Cha annoyed the bleep out of me. I just did not. I just didn't think it fit. I didn't think it worked. I didn't think it was a believable switch. Like, the believable, okay, they talked him down, but why did that instantly make him weaker? Like, so made him weak? Like, fine. If he had been like, okay, no, I'm going along with you guys. You've proved your point. I believe you. That's fine, but still, like, whooping ass. I could have it wouldn't have bothered me as much. But the fact that he was then kind of a wimp, bothered me. I'm just gonna say it. It's an alternate reality. I know, but supposedly the alternate was just those 2 guys flip. Why did he suddenly weak? How is that part of that alternate reality? How is that part of the what if? I don't know. It didn't work for me as well. Most of the rest of it did, but that him and Nebula's weird hair and her cha-cha stuff just, yeah, doesn't work for me. Yeah, they're definitely doing a lot of multiverse stuff right now, and yeah, and so yeah, one thing changes and multiple things changes. I get it. It just didn't. It didn't work for me as well as it did as the first episode did. I just thought it was. I don't know. It was a little much. That's all I'm going to say. Because that was the animation style. Didn't have anything to do with him being weaker or stronger or whatever. It was kind of a weird animation design. I will get. You're just out. I'm glad you liked it. I didn't like episode 2 as much. Because that universe's Kingman actually ate a refrigerator. Oh goodness! All right, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Get this dog walked so we can go play D&D on this guy's channel here in 50 minutes. Yeah, I know. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. Well, you are welcome. Glad you're finding it useful. Glad it inspired you to kind of contribute as well. So that always means a lot when people tell me that. That's why I keep doing it, because I'll be honest, I would have got bored with it a long time ago. If it wasn't for the positive feedback and comments, which I need to apologize for everyone in here or anybody who watches this, I'm so far behind on comments on my videos. The last 2 weeks were just kind of crazy, and I just have not had time. And yeah, it's been like that for a while. I've been struggling, and I'm super behind on comments. Know that I appreciate your comments. I just have not had time to answer everybody, and I feel bad about that. Big Will, yeah, there were some flaws. There were some flaws, but we can get to what if spoilers off of here. But yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but I do. I'm glad you enjoyed those videos. So yeah, because I would have, yeah, if it wasn't for people appreciating them and using them, I would have stopped doing them a long time ago because I would have ran out of steam for sure. So you should definitely. There's flaws in it too. There's no. I'm not arguing that. And that flaw was not why I didn't like the episode. I just wasn't super crazy about a couple of the things. So, and I did like it. I just didn't love it. Like, so there you go. But Big Will's channel here in a little bit. John probably already bailed. He was probably working on his dinner that he's going to eat during D&D, because that's usually what he does. But we'll be hanging out on John's Comics with Kids channel later, or tomorrow night, playing Comic-Gories. We got the decathlon going on. We're going 10 rounds, 4-on-4. So there's no finals, no prelims, 10 rounds. Best to see who the winner is. We got an all-star lineup of Matt, the boy who had 7. He's still here, or he's still watching while he's doing other stuff, maybe. Matt, the boy who had 7, the inventor of the game. He's going to come back and play. We got Jimmy, the geek aficionado, one of our all-time great champions playing. We got DS Comics, one of our all-time great champions playing. And we got Matt, Mr. Comics 89, who loves to play. I don't know that he's won much. He's always he's finished second a bunch. He's usually very competitive. So yeah, we're going 10 rounds. This is the decathlon. It's the last of our Olympic events. They're going for a gold medal. Yes, I believe we're still going at 9 Eastern, unless John changed it and I don't remember him telling me. I think so. Later, Andy. You have a great evening. So that is tomorrow night. Tuesday night, we're talking Fables. on the Indie Show volumes 18 and 19. We're closing in on the end game of this. So hopefully we can get those all wrapped up here in the coming weeks. And then Thursday night, Gotham City Chronicles is finally back. We've had to reschedule this a couple times. But we'll be on Comic Books NYC's channel talking Batgirl Year One with Jimmy the Geek Aficionado. So looking forward to that. And finally, if anybody's interested, hit me up. Otherwise, I'm going to start like reaching out to some people. But yeah, I'm wanting to start Lock and Key for the Indie Show here pretty soon. So yeah, if you're a big fan of Lock and Key, I know a lot of people voted for it. So somebody out there must want to like hang out with me and read it because you guys all voted for it. It was one of the poll winners. So I hope there's people out there. Hit me up. Let me know so we can get started on this. Or if you've never read it, if it's a favorite, or even if you've never read it and just want to, let's get this started this fall. We'll get going on it when, around here pre-Halloween. It's a little horror going into the fall. So that is what I got going on. Yeah, I haven't even tried. We tried to schedule that one, and then, I haven't even tried to schedule that. We need to bring that back. We got some good topics. We just haven't ever followed through on them. So, yeah, that's all on me. Be honest, I've been very scattered lately. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me. The comments, the lack of collecting smart. We've been a little scattered lately, but I appreciate all the support I get on here and that you guys hang out with me still. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here and get this dog on his final walk for the evening, and then come back and go hang out with this guy and John and Old Wolf and White Whale Comics and Daymares. We're gonna play a little D&D, see what kind of trouble we can get into, see if Big Will like bumps us all off. I think he's trying to. I think he's decided, I'm done with these guys. so he might just like bump us off. We never know. So Station GT Station. And with that, we will get out of here.